ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andrew.
I'm Dan.
And today we have another edition of Box Busters featuring brand spanking new box sets of USA football produced by Upper Deck. And Dan, these run for about $40, which is a pretty good bargain. What?
40 to 50 bucks. It'll set you back. You get a factory set in here, 45 card factory set. You also get 2 to 3 mem cards and 1 autograph.
Okay.
Which 3 to 4 hits for that price point is not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all.
I mean, one could argue, oh, you're not getting superstars, whatnot. But these are guys. This is from the 2011 roster of the USA football team.
Yes.
And if you don't know, the USA football team is basically a team assembled, and they play games against other world teams. So,
look at that.
Here's your set, and you get a patch card and at least 1 jersey card. And I bet we'll probably get 2 jersey cards, is my guess, on top of the patch. But we'll see.
I'll go ahead and show off my my first swatch here, and this is a future swatch featuring Cody Keith here.
I guess they're kind of all future swatches, right? Because these are
USA
football is basically a high school all-star team is basically what it is. And this is from, like you had already said, the 2011 team. So these guys played like in February of 2011, so a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So
a few of these guys are already in the college ranks.
Yeah, moved on to a lot of them moved on.
Maybe
to
all
college.
of them,
yeah.
But we know of a couple of guys for sure who played college football last fall, just a few months ago.
Jackson Shipley, as you mentioned previously.
Right.
Check out Hunter Goodwin there.
He's a champion.
He is a champion. Let me see here. And so these both these swatches from the future swatch set are feature pieces that are worn in the Team USA versus the World game on, as you mentioned, February 2nd, 2011. So there we go.
So at the time they were high schoolers, guys are in college now, and presumably there'll be future NFL draft picks here. And that's sort of the idea. It's kind of Upper Deck's answer to Leafs Army All-American Bowl and some of the other high school sets that have come out over the years. And
getting into the prospector market for football collectors.
Yeah, and football, high school cards and football, there were several sets in the 90s. So it's not anything real brand new, but to have autographed versions and jerseys and that sort of thing, it's definitely a newer phenomenon.
Definitely. And it makes total sense. I mean, we live in Texas where football is king. So at the high school level, you get a lot of great players. Some of these guys are going to move on to great things, and it's, in my opinion, good to see a set like this pop out. And this is my autograph here, featuring Taniela Tupu. There.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say. So there we go. So those are my hits.
All right, here's
total of 4 on my side.
Cody Keith
Jersey patch.
There you go.
Yep, that's obviously a patch like Mr. Old said, and it's thicker than the regular swatch card, so it's clearly marked patch on it.
Actually, on the
patch right here on the side. And here's my one of my jersey cards, Michael Bennett and Anthony Rabassa. And then my autograph is a quarterback, Kevin Hogan. So this could be potentially a pretty good
money
card.
card
I would assume that any kind of high school quarterback that was on an all-star squad's got to be a have high potential to be an NFL player at some point.
Definitely. And just looking through the set here, you've got a nice blend of studio portrait shots here and some in-game action shots. And overall, I think that the set looks really nice. It's well done. Picture these guys in the future, either if it's with Upper Deck in college uniforms or with another company in pro uniforms. In fact, they kind of look all like they play for the Houston Texans if you just glance at them. So yeah.
Kind of autograph friendly too.
Definitely very autograph friendly.
Yeah, you had mentioned being in Texas, high school football is king around here, which of course it is. for anybody that is in the know about those things. But the Army All-American Bowl, if you're not familiar with it, is a San Antonio-based
Right.
all-star, high school all-star game. And I didn't know much about USA football until we started looking up, studying about it when we knew this product was coming out. And this, ironically, also is based in Texas.
USA
Yes, in Austin, Texas, at least one of the key games is played there.
Okay.
So I really wasn't familiar with it, but apparently several of the players, if not a lot of them, play in both games.
Right.
Yeah, so you're going to get some of the same players that have Army All-American Bowl cards already.
Yeah.
A few of those guys in here. So it's a great looking set. The uniforms look great, so the swatches kind of look great, come out looking good. It reminds me a lot of the USA baseball set, just the design and look and feel of it, which those are popular baseball sets, of course. So it'll be interesting to see if Upper Deck's able to maintain this as a brand for a number of years, long enough for some of these guys to make it in the NFL and see what happens.
And I certainly would hope so too. Just considering in one aspect of the mission of USA Football, it's a good entity, good organization. Does a lot for future pro football players. Put on clinics, so on and so forth. So I think it's a good thing to have out there. And like Chris mentioned, if you go to a high school football game or something like that, you may see one of these guys at homecoming or something like that. So who knows? But with that being said, this is USA Football made by Upper Deck. I'm Andrew.
I'm Dan.
See you next time.